This is the man and the Panzer and the cult of personality that is Empire and Realm. We'll bring you guys another Company of Heroes 2 replay brought to you by me and Depulsor. Yes, finally. Depulsor has made a triumphant return once again, but of course, poor Depulsor is doing uni and stuff, and he's been studying a lot, and he wants to kill himself and all that. So, you know, we play some Company of Heroes, and yeah, so this match I actually make a ton of mistakes, but I think was pretty good just because of just you know, just the way I'm doing things. Panda Juice and Woodstock and one of his other friends, I forget what his name was, were watching this, but I didn't know it at the time because I was voice chatting with Depulsor. We have Mr. Spider as our enemy, and then we also have Who Ran Zone. So of course I'm going Osttruppen, and I want to say something really fast. This is totally overpowered. I have as the bulletins the Osttruppen dispatch down by 30%. So I have 3 of them, and the cooldown rate is 8 seconds, and it's it's so nice, but like I really didn't need it. I kind of overboard with it. To be honest, I really did overboard with the thing. You probably only need 2, in my opinion. 2 would have been the best, and Depulsor taking a little bit of time because he's fucking on a laptop. I probably should have went. See, this is where I think like because Panda Juice goes Penza-4s, but what would really help? See, this is where I wish like Relic would make double 6 bulletins. It would make so much more better because like, you know, it's always like 3%, 3%, 2%, and like doesn't really add up unless you stack from one specific unit. But like imagine like a 2 dispatch timer, and then you had 2, you know, all super hard to hit hard, and the one that I should have replaced instead of the 3rd dispatch should have been bunkers built 10% faster. You know? That would help because mainly you want like MG bunkers holding your major points, and then a reinforcement bunker to really help. So I've never played this map. This map seems really fucking cool, but you know, I'm probably gonna lag because I didn't even start Company of Heroes. Son of a bitch. But yeah, so I already got double Osttruppen over here, get behind some heavy cover, pushes rear echelon back, but he just retreats. He will be rifleman spamming, of course. There's, you know, his big rifleman blob. And I try and get up my engineers and more Osttruppen, and this was my kind of mistake, is that I should have built, instead of building a 3rd Osttruppen, I should have built my infantry company, and then I should have built an MG. That's what I should have done. But I didn't, so that's that. You can't help it. Depulsor does support me a little bit, but I don't know why. I mean, I appreciate it, but I would have rather have had him support the left. So yeah, I wanted to advance, but he kind of caught me while I was out of cover, which really sucks. And I just get my Osttruppen into some cover, and I just try to focus fire this guy right here. And just get him down. This is where I wish Osttruppen had grenades at this point. I mean, I love how the ground just gets blurry when I do that, but when I go up here, it just looks fine. See, it gets to good about here. See, I like my yeah, rifleman and heavy cover just doesn't work. I wish Osttruppen had some kind of grenade or something. So you know, I'm kind of getting fucked up. I mean, I made one guy retreat, but then he brought in another one, and so I think I lost an entire Osttruppen squad. I try to focus down this guy, and here comes the Russian guy with an MG. So I finally get an officer, which would really help with focus fire and all that, but I see the MG, I'm just like, I'm fucking out of here. So I'm like, shit. You know, Depulsor, though, cap in the mid. Well, not capping him in, but trying to repel this double conscript and an engineer. I got the MG, of course, so that's always wonderful. You can see the other guy built another MG. See, that's what I should go for, partisans. 2 conscripts, 2 MGs, and then get some partisans out. Well, that depends. So yeah, he takes this area. I got another engineer. Don't ask me why. I really don't know why I got a 2nd engineer at this point. It was a waste of manpower, and I should never got it. I think the other one was help capping or doing something or the other, and I just wanted to build another one because I needed to build my infantry company. But otherwise, it was a complete waste. It was truly a complete waste. So there you go. The mighty Depulsor pushing up. I have no idea why he has a minesweeper, but Russians behind some nice heavy cover. I really like that heavy cover. Looks over the mini. Nice rifle grenade. MG in middle suppressing the engineers. Depulsor does have his MG42 and bringing up some other grenadiers as well. So this purple guy kind of moves in mass with his stupid fucking rifleman. I'm going to move in with my mass infantry blob of gay. Have the officer, 3 Osttruppen and 2 engineers. So that's always good. Yeah. So that's just it. And luckily though, I actually took positions up down here below the hill. Got into some nice heavy cover, and I could just see his face as he walked into that just big blob of shit. Look at all the concentrated fire. I almost killed an entire rifleman squad. That was a really good fire. I like that. So yeah, I decided to split my forces up. Though that's not always a wise decision, but I decided to do it anyway. So he brings in his ambulance, and this little faggot decides to put barbed wire on this flank, which was smart, because then he could just build a fighting position and kind of funnel me in here. And all that. I bring up my engineers. I did see this. I did have enough munitions, since I'm not grenading or molotoving or anything like that. I'm like, you know what, I'll upgrade to a wire cutter faggot. And I see all this bullshit. I see this MG with its blocked view. I mean, look at that shit. I called down that little barrage just because I wanted to get my Osttruppen out of there, but then again, he didn't want to come into my range because, you know, it's the smoke and stuff. So I cut some of this barbed wire, for what reason I don't know, and right now I'm getting an MG, this other guy's getting an AT, and I really should have restarted Company Furies because I'm lagging a bit, which is starting to piss me off. So this prick is going to assault me again. I'm going to move in, though I do have Osttruppen in some cover. He probably saw me doing that. Yeah, wow, that saved me. Depulsor pushed back an engineer, and the conscripts are away, so right now he's trying to cap, though capping this VP point would have helped Depulsor. Poor Depulsor. You have a lot of manpower, bitch. I wish I had some. So my engineers kind of get raped. I think I lose one. Yeah, I lose one engineer. And right now he's going to build tank traps and finish off the barbed wire there. At this point, I build a bunker. I thought having some kind of main defense here and then a flanking maneuver would be pretty good, or something like that. So I wanted to build a bunker there. And yeah, that's why I wish like the 10% build bunker fast, you know, just a speed. I thought it would be good just because of, like, let's say if you're trying to build it in a panic like I was here, because I don't know when he was going to attack me, because I know he had superior numbers and all that. So, and also I don't know why this prick bought an AT. I mean, unless he was stockpiling munitions, it was totally useless. And of course we got an MG here, you know, suppressing them, so that was all good. Again, I don't know why he bought the AT. I don't have any armor at this point. I mean, 7 minutes in game you wouldn't have armor unless you'd see no units on the side from me. Depulsor fighting his way and holding his own. A nice rifle grenade. Tries to retreat his MG. Made the other conscript retreat. Gonna force retreat him. Look how gay that is. Ha! Walk past him though. Yeah, it's just gonna be some retreat. Another MG. He's just MG spamming. But Depulsor did capture the mid and left VP point, doing some pretty good stuff. How did I force? Oh yeah, okay, so I forced this rifleman blob to retreat because I did a flank with an MG with Osttruppen into his flank while I assaulted with 2. So I thought that was pretty good. This guy failed. He had an MG, and he could have really suppressed me, because I was just kind of like standing out in the open, and it would have taken me a while to get this Osttruppen around, so he just kind of retreated, which I thought was really nice of him. And here's this prick's ambulance. I don't know if I Panzerfausted. I think I didn't. Oh yeah, I was focusing on the AT first, because the AT was more important. And all that. So I'm trying to put on the pressure, trying to cap the VP point back up and decap the fuel. I try to move my MG up here. This is where I kind of like want to make my stand, because their base is right over there. And there's a riverway, and I'm on a hill, so I'm like, yeah, let's do this. It's an anal. And all that. Set up my MG on the left flank. I move my troops to kind of bait him into it. Yeah, with my Osttruppen, I was trying to go in the building, so he couldn't. You know, so this is where, again, I wish I had grenades. I will not be capping this fuel for like the next 10 minutes, just FYI. I just totally ignored it because I need the extra firepower to pour down into this rifleman bullshit. Which was my main concern at this time. Depulser does support me with rifle grenades and grenadiers, so that was very nice of him to give me something at this critical moment. I move Osttruppen onto the right to decap this point. Do I? No, yeah, I do. Because he retreats. Depulser pushes away, and of course here comes this bitch with his MG. And here comes the Steward, and this is what I find so funny, and this is what I would like to teach everyone who plays Company of Heroes or plays as an American or something. And, well, don't think your tank's impervious, and you will see after this. But Depulser's retreats, the red guy moved up with conscripts to take this. Never ball up your infantry like that. He could be decapping that fuel at the same time too, but I don't know why. Got more Osttruppen coming up. This is where I build a bunker. A nice line of sight by the building and stuff. Could upgrade it with an MG automatically. I have an MG covering my left flank. I do lack AT support, though, again, you will soon find out the magic of Osttruppen and having a stockpile of munitions, too. So everything's going pretty well. Another bunker. See, right now what I'm saying to myself is I need to build a reinforcement bunker, and the perfect place to build a reinforcement bunker is right behind here. Until this prick thought he was cool. This is why you don't think you're cool with your fucking steward, because guess what? I will Panzerfaust you to death do us part. Because you think your steward's impervious, you think you have the upper hand, until I fucking Panzerfaust you to death with all my Osttruppen. Look at that. Like, what was the point? It was a complete waste. Built a bunk over here on the left, got an MG up in it. Get back in the house so he can't get back in the house. But that's why you don't build a steward and just send it in because you think you're cool. That's not how this works. So as both of his MGs walk into my bullshit, I think I finally send these two guys to either cap or something. I don't even know if I can cap it, but this is where I build my reinforcement bunker. I try to get it up, and he tries an assault on my left because that would have been the more obvious thing to do. I maneuver my MG over here on the right, which was kind of stupid, mainly because his mortar's all the way back there. His infantry's right there. So the extra MG support on the left would have been better, but, you know. So, building reinforcement bunker, trying to build an engineer, or trying to replenish this engineer at some point and get him up here. He tries to bring up his AT to try and destroy my nicely lined of sight bunker, but he retreats knowing that I'm just going to take it out. So I was doing pretty well. Again, a lot of their bulk infantry is over here on the left. I again try to stay by my reinforcement bunker and just keep reinforcing. My bunker nicely suppresses the conscript flank, giving Depulser enough time to kind of recap the left and kind of gather himself. I start putting more suppressing fire across the ridge. Well, across the river, not really a ridge, but I'm surprised I could only suppress like one guy. I was going to pursue, but he retreated, though they have no MG at this time, so it'd be pretty good to attack, so I launched my Osttruppen into the abyss. I kind of leave my officer behind, which was really stupid. I'm not used to maneuvering the officer with the Osttruppen. I Panzerfaust his stupid fucking ambulance, and I think I get it. Do I kill it? Really, I don't kill it. Rommel, you're stupid. Yeah, there goes that stupid little howitzer piece. I think here I use my officer smoke ability, and I just try to I try to retreat across, but I think I end up... Oh, my Vet 2. That's what happened to my Vet 2. I still have my MG across the river and my bunker. I try to retreat whatever I can. And here comes another Steward. So I really have nothing with the Steward now. I think I forgot to use these guys to Panzerfaust. Yeah, I totally forgot about them. But I did try to do it, but then he just ended up killing them. Like, here's not what I thought about doing it, but he killed them all in one go. So it's just like, fuck. So, now I capture the fuel. I mean, after all this goddamn time, I capture the fuel. There is this pack here that Depulser had. And a huge lag spike. And he already destroyed my bunker from an AT and a mortar. Kind of floods into the left. There's really nothing I can do against the Steward, and this is why I hate Stewards. I mean, they're just so bullshit against infantry. Panzerfaust so we can pursue. And right now I just gotta really hold out. I mean, this guy has 2 bullshit really long-range mortars, I think. Is it a long-range mortar? Yes, it is. Both long-range mortars, so that's not help. And the rifleman spam as well. He went easy 8s, actually. So Depulso gets his Ahmad Khan. Again, no point. I think he forgot about it, or it dies. 1 of the 2. Oh, no. But, yeah. This is where I steal the pack. I take the pack, though he didn't want to go all the way around, and he decided to go all the other way, which was fine because there was no enemies here. Never mind, I dropped the AT. I'm pretty sure I dropped the AT because he fires like 2 shots into me and both my guys scatter. Build a bunker here for an MG. Reinforcement bunker. Yeah, there goes my AT gun. Depulso tries to pour into the left, but the bases are right here too, to the right, and this guy's MGs and conscripts are just gonna come over here. And that was a rifle grenade for 1 kill. Ew. So here comes the Steward. Depulso's Panzer IV saves me from initial rape, but he will be Shrek'd and rifle grenaded, and it's just so bullshit. I take this opportunity to not help him and run away with the pack because I needed some kind of anti-tank defense. I already have my left flank secured a little bit, but they could just bust through the wall. I do have the bunker watching the middle. He does call some artillery, which doesn't really matter to me all that much because I could just retreat back, replenish my Osttruppen squad, replenish my 2 vet Osttruppen as well, and hold out in this territory. Over here on the left, conscripts moving in, gonna cap Depulso's stuff, but Depulso will fail with his MG and all that. So, and there's this lone MG that's either gonna cap the VP or that. But yeah, I made a pretty good stand with my Osttruppen. I mean, that combination, that flank was really good, and he retreated because he didn't want his rifleman to get fucked. But Depulso was really almost kind of not the lead, like the weak link, because he had all the front to cover while I just had this cemetery to watch over, because the VP and fuel were right here. So I'm like, I gotta capture this, you know, and hold it. But Depulso played pretty well. I mean, they did double team him at this point because they couldn't get around me. And Depulso, I'm not sure what kind of stuff he's floating. So upgrade to phase 3. I wouldn't have done that. I would have upgraded to an Osttruppen or something like that. I mean, to pump out the units that he needs, he shouldn't be upgrading to phase 3. But then again, you know, just kind of whatever. Double MG. Rifleman pouring over in the left. But again, only the mighty Depulso is the one who could withstand a double team. And they'll go in and capture, which is nice. It just leaves me to defend this middle point. You know, I get my double Osttruppen, my bunker again, and now I start to plant. I planted a whole infantry anti-personnel mine, just in case, because my instinct was if I was going to flank, or I was at least going to do something, I would go left, you know, over here, away from the bunker, and then, you know, then I'd get smoked by the, you know, the stuff. The mine. So here's my Panzer IV. I wanted to act cool. You know, I wanted to, you know, YOLO Swaggins, 420 blaze it. And of course, I get AT grenaded. And he has an AT across the river. Luckily, I kind of make it out. I get my engineers up. I wanted to repair. He retreated his mortars prematurely. I wanted to get my engine damage done. And you know, this is where the conscripts come up and double AT grenade me again. And here comes the captain around the fucking corner. And the AT from the flank. I mean, that captain got wrecked. But there goes my Panzer IV. So that sucked. And I almost lost my officer too. So, you know, I'm running low on manpower, but I have a lot of immunity. And I'm just wanting to get this railway, because the railway would help me so much. And just line of sighting something, you know. But overall, I'm holding my position fairly well. Bunker. Depulso's holding his too, because the other guy retreated. You know, his MG conscript bullshit. And he's just mainly support spamming. At this point, he went guards rifleman. He's just waiting for T-34-85s. He just needs 2 more points. So, yeah, Depulsor moves in with his grenadiers and decaps away from the MG. The other guy just retreats because, yeah, Depulsor actually went open blitz. Huh. Poor Depulsor. He needs pay to win. So Rifleman Block comes up. He runs into, you know, my mines. I get my Osttruppen in the flank with my officer. He actually goes a nice grenade there. I try to micro out of that, but instead of like going forward, well, going backwards, they go forward, which was retarded. And I almost lose my entire Osttruppen and officer squad, which was almost painful. But again, I have my reinforcement bunker there. I kind of placed it in a real shitty spot, though. I liked it there because it was in the action. But if they had like an AT or something, they could line aside it or whatever. But probably behind the wall would have been better. But I placed it where I placed it. So I have my Ostvin here. I didn't care if I would have lost it or not, though. Of course, I do get fucking AT'd, and I get AT grenaded well later. But you know. Yeah, I try to support this left flank here. Fail Molotov. Trying to get around the corner, deal some damage to the conscripts. There goes my main gun and my Ostvin, and my Ostvin's pretty screwed against this captain. So yeah. So I think that will give me my railway. No? Oh, okay, whatever. I don't know what gives me my railway then. So yeah, my bunker started to die, and I had no engineers, so I'm like, you know what, just build fuck another one. A little bit farther back, and this time, you know, I got some more Osttruppen and all that. And Depulsor is now covering the front pretty well. This, again, other guy, this Russian guy is just spamming, you know, ATs and stuff. And we'll support spamming, waiting for T-34-85s. Here comes the first Easy 8. I like Easy 8s. And this guy has an obnoxious amount of manpower at this point. I have no idea what to say. What he really should have done is probably bought 2 of these howitzers and peppered my position to death. Bought an AT, bought a major, but he needed it for the Easy 8s. But I'm just saying stuff. He should have bought an AT, brought his rifle, have his howitzer pepper my entire area, or just go for an outright flank. I mean, he could have done better. Or just double team Depulsor outright and just could have said, fuck me. Because I wasn't going to move from this spot. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to fucking move. Because I wanted to hold this point. Depulsor had the entire front. So, Depulsor did the work too, but I did the work as well. Easy 8 over here. I told Depulsor to move forward. And I used my railway on this nice double AT. Because they're watching the main road, but also I said if I destroyed this bridge, it would greatly reduce the pressure in this middle point. And what do you know? He wasn't paying attention at all. And this next railway will destroy. I forgot to mass Panzerfaust him because I was looking somewhere else. But my other railway, and this is me being a prick. I'm a prick. I'd like to troll. Douchebag. So yeah, that destroys the bridge. And I forgot it. Luckily, my pack was here on the left to push back his Easy 8. And also, I forgot about Panzerfausting. And this is where... Oh no, he got a Panzerwaffe. He actually Panzerwaffed in a really nice spot. And stop flaming, please. Other match. I love how he's just like another map and, you know, like a rematch. You know, like he knows what I went, and I don't do like that kind of stuff. I would just hold over the fact of just like raping them and then just leaving it at that, because you know, like if you talk trash and you go up against them again, you fucking lose. You know, it's that type of bullshit. So at this point, we pretty much won. I mean, Depulsor, again, the might of Depulsor holding the entire map. Me holding this. And me fucking up on Osttruppen too. I did pretty well with Osttruppen. I just wish they could build sandbags or something. This is why I wish there was just some kind of defense that you could build. But they're just kind of like out in the open. You have to find natural cover. The trenches are stupid as fuck that they could build. They're just useless. But then again, you know, here comes the rifleman. I have a railway, but at this point it doesn't matter. And here comes the T-34-85 moving in the middle. And I think we won this just in time, too. Because 5, 4. I'm holding my point. They're taking the middle point. Well, the northern point, middle point. And they just started taking it. you know, and bam, it was over. We probably would have lost if we wouldn't have won it like this. We would have lost. But luckily we beat them early game. I took my point. Deporter had pretty much nothing. He bought a Panzerwaffe because of the spam. I thought that was pretty retarded, because I would have gotten a Panther, even though like the Panzerwaffe would have been good too, because I could understand where it was coming from. Actually, building a Tiger would have been better. But you know, but I could understand it because of the rifleman spam and the MG and blah 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 blah. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a good match. I did pretty well with Osttruppen, and I never really go Osttruppen. But yeah, anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.